Hello and welcome to Find Your Calm with Yogi Sanji. Hello, how are you?
Hello, Charlene. I'm good, thank you.
Hello to everybody listening to us and watching to us on YouTube, on Sanjay's channel and my channel, and to everybody else. I hope you've all had a great day. So first we'll get into it. And Yogi Sanjay, would you like to introduce who you are first?
Okay, thank you, Charlene. Hello, everybody. Very nice to meet you all. I'm Yogi Sanji, and many people call me Sanji, a meditation teacher. So we do a lot of charity work also. So I have been practicing meditation since I was a teenager, and about more than 20 years, I was able to help many people through meditation, especially myself and many others I met along the way. So I use many methods of meditation to help many people. So I got to know this wonderful lady, Charlene Fuller. So now we are trying to organize programs like this to help many more people. We are combining all our skills and everything, and joining many people, good people, as much as possible to help our communities and people around us and online. So in that way we can introduce like very healthy, wholesome methods that can benefit in every aspect for everybody. So thank you. And please, Charlie.
Thank you, Sanji. My name's Charlene and I'm a conscious hypnosis practitioner, NLP timeline practitioner as well, and a certified life coach. And also I have 30 years of nursing behind me, and that's what inspired me to go from nursing to coaching. And hypnosis was my own journey of going from divorce and a toxic relationship and to empowering myself. So I've been doing this since about the middle of COVID. I started doing this, and that's what inspired me as well. And now I'm very much I've done meditation myself. I've done that for many years, so I'm very passionate about it. So I think that's what drew me to Sanji as well, because I'm very passionate about meditation, and I've seen how it's cured, for me, nightmares, to basically cure nightmares for me so very much. And hypnosis has helped me with sleepwalking as well. So that's why I'm so passionate about empowering people through conscious hypnosis and their mindset to create their own life. So this is my goal, and empowering people and coming on here, and we just talk about whatever is happening at the time, and also, like I said, a subject each week that empowers everyone. So this is what's drawn me to do what I do now.
Oh, very nice.
So our subject tonight is change.
Yeah, which is a beautiful topic, no? Some people want change, some people need change, some people even dislike change. They don't want it to happen. So it's a beautiful topic to talk about and discuss about.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess I have something on change, and I also have hypnosis as well.
Oh, so, wonderful.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I will just. So for everybody, good. I guess it's good morning or good afternoon or good evening somewhere for everybody in the world. So is it okay if I go on?
Yeah, please, yeah, sure.
So as you sit here today, I'd like you to begin to notice how change is a natural part of life, and how with every change you are in complete control. So imagine for a moment that every shift that you ever experience, every transition, has led you to a place of greater strength and growth. And as I speak to you, you may already be beginning to sense how empowered you truly are. So in NLP and hypnosis, we understand that language shapes our reality and that the words you use and the thoughts that you focus on and the beliefs that you can carry all create the lens through in which you experience change. And right now, you have the opportunity to see change not as something that happens to you, but as something that you master. So just take a moment to imagine how good it feels to know that you have the power to direct your thoughts. The moment that you choose to shift your perspective, you unlock the ability to create a life where change is simply a pathway to your next level of success. And as you may begin to notice, even now, that every experience of change becomes easier. And when you remind yourself, I am in control, that's right, each time you say these words, whether in your mind or especially out loud with a written word, the subconscious takes this in and integrates it. So with the written, with saying it, thinking it, feeling it, and written, it's like a powerful concoction of energy in a wonderful, magical way. It creates a strong belief that guides you through every challenge. Now notice how calm and confident you feel. You feel as you embrace your change. In fact, as you think about this now, you might already feel a sense of relief, knowing that your mind has all the resources that it needs. And with every breath you take, you can feel more and more open to the idea that change is not something to fear, but something you can command. So now just imagine how your subconscious mind is absorbing these powerful, empowering thoughts. Imagine your mind aligning with this truth. Change is an opportunity. Each shift, each new experience brings you closer to your goals because your mind is wired for growth and success. So as you go through life, and when life can come and brings you changes, you automatically remember that you're in control. And with each step forward, you feel more confident, more capable, and more excited about the journey ahead. You see, your mindset is the key, and that with a growth mindset, you begin to see every challenge as a bridge to the life you truly desire. So as you sit here now, I'd like you to imagine that you're already walking across that bridge and notice how easily you navigate it. Each step feels lighter and each breath deeper because you're fully in control. You are shaping your experience of change with every thought, every word, every action, and every feeling. Now, I want you to say to yourself, I'm in control. I choose my response and I'm growing through this change. Let that sink in deeply now. Feel your mind and feel how your mind is adapting to this new reality with ease. So now as you move forward in life, remember with each challenge, you'll find that you grow stronger, more successful, more aligned with the person that you're becoming. Because in the end, you are always in control and change is simply a doorway to your next success.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, very nice. So this is something you created?
Something I created, yeah.
Oh, very nice. Uh-huh. So it's like it is like a affirmation or like a guided meditation, right?
It's more like just an empowering, I guess you could call it an activation. So when you're talking in that sort of language, it's very activating because it's got very, very meaningful language to it. And yeah, it's for our viewers to listen to it, and it activates them. It gives them that feeling inside. So it's not quite a meditation. It's not hypnosis. It's just it's just empowering speech, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Yeah, it's very nice. Um, so shall I also add in some
Yes, I'd
details
love to
and
know your as you said, like change is the beautiful thing. I'd love to know more and yeah.
okay. So uh, change is a beautiful topic because we are consistently facing change, no? So some people say like, I want a change, I had enough, I need something, no? Change in my life, change in the place where I live, or we tend to change things, the home decor, no, or the arrangements, sometimes lifestyle, sometimes the dress code, no. So people tend to change, but some people really don't like the change. For example, when we are aging, it's very difficult to cope up sometimes with the change. And some people like the generational change, their children change, even our minds change, right? And climates change, no? Times, durations change, even for the bad things, like even peace and harmony can change. Then now we see wars, right? So we are consistently with the fact of change everywhere. And in a way, that is the way how we grow also, right? As a child, if there was no change, we cannot grow up as adults, no? And then, but the opposite side is when you grow up, then there'll be like a aging process. We become elderly, so we cannot stop. So it's not like we can have it's not like we can have the cake and eat the cake both, right? So no, we would like to know, anybody would like to know, but it's not the case. So it's like when you get some, you gain some, you give some, no? So the change is a great way of seeing things. And but the best aspect I have seen over the years and over through many ancient techniques and all, they talk about change. For example, they say sabbe sankara anicca. Sankara means formation, anicca means impermanent. So even people like Buddhas and all, they say like, even if they are present or not, these phenomena, so these they call them natures, dhamma, they are always there, even if the people recognize it or not. So formations means everything: physical, mental, external, internal, all structured things. So are bound to be, because what they are made of also are bound to change. For example, if you have a table in front of us, it's made of wood, right? Uh, so then it can be like splinters or like powder even. Uh, so they also are consistently changing. That's why when you even buy the most expensive or the very well made, very well painted, very well, varnished table or anything, no, but after some time we see like wear and tear. So we again, yeah, that's change, right? We paint it, no, we clear, but still we can see, and over the course of time we see like, oh, now it's time for a new table, right? So then it's always happening, but we within that time period we can get use out of it, uh, for very good reasons, no? And but the problem is like, the main thing, if for example the table, it changes because what it's constructed of is also changing rapidly, and that's why we have to consistently eat food, no, drink water, even breathing, no, we consistently breathe. So when you see the positive aspect of this, any person, I saw a beautiful verse some time ago. It said, what was it? How was it? Like, every saint has a past. Every convict, I think, or criminal has a future. So which is true, right? Uh, uh, so any saint who is today a very good person, they can have some kind of past. But a person who is condemned in society or who did something without mindfulness, they also have a future. They can change, right? So, and the phenomena of the world or the universe also really is in that side of helping us. Because if everything changes, recently there was a talk with a person, and he was talking, and he said like, how can these things change, no? Then I just simply asked like, why are we paying our bills, no? Why are we pumping our gas, no? And why are we eating? Why are we drinking water or breathing, for that matter? Because there is change. And sometimes how to say, like we see the sun arising and then the sun going down, days, weeks, months, years, seasons, but sometimes still we don't recognize it as change, but it's right in front of us, no? So then I asked, then this person knows about science a lot, and he's like engineer. I said like, then okay, if you are saying so, then the energy, it doesn't change. Then it's very simple, no? I just say like, if you take a piece of paper and burn it, you find a little bit of ash there. It has changed, right? And the first
energy changing.
Yeah, no, it's changing, but the other thing is like, we cannot find the piece of paper even, right? Or the matchstick which lit it, or the light, or anything. Or the person, even we don't, in the ash we don't find a person, or the oxygen, or the fire. So many reasons get together and make some product, but at the end it is a total change of things. So energy also, it cannot stay in one thing, otherwise we don't even have to eat, right?
Yeah.
Because one time if we eat one time, or just enough, but actually then we don't have to eat even. But we'll be stuck in some place. We cannot even grow up, we cannot change for the better. Like if somebody did some mistake, they'll be stuck in that forever. But that is not the case, right? We see this, no? So the change really helps, and the worldly phenomena also actually helps. And in deeper sense, they talk about a phenomena of physicality and mentality, which so rapidly changes. In example, it is like the click of a fingers. It's explained as a click of fingers. They say like, change happens like millions of times in this click of a finger. It's like 1 second, right? When you click your fingers, it's like 1 second. So in ancient wisdom, it says like, it happens millions of them. They have given exacts, like count calculations every time. And our mind, the craziest thing is, the mind change just even faster, 7 times faster than the physicality. 17 times faster.
Excuse me, Sanji. I read something in
Please.
actually on accessing your subconscious. Jay Spinner, and he actually said that. He said you can be in the same body all day, but you can change who you are like 1,000 times.
Sure.
Because of your mind and your consciousness. And it was like that was a penny drop. That's exactly what you were saying.
Yeah. And in ancient philosophers also, Charlene, they used to say, like, I don't remember his name exactly, but he said like, it's not the same person who goes to a river, and then the person who comes out of the river is not the same person even, no?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because the river is also flowing, and the person is also consistently, physically and mentally changing, no? Even the actions, the thought process, everything, right?
Because everything changes.
Everything so fast.
You as you're going through it.
And the craziest thing is,
I love the way how you describe change. Like it's such a different way than what most people see it. They see it as a thing to fear.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it's like as I've grown in my self-development, my personal, and spiritually as well. Change now is like, sometimes they're not good changes, or now I don't label them, but now it's more a change. If it's something that is an obstacle, then it's something that I grow from. It's something to teach me. It's something that I need to learn in myself. And that's what's given, for me, that's what's given me the power inside me to know now that, and it's led me to like different things, because I obviously need to change or grow inside myself, so whatever is happening doesn't happen again. So itself. That's a powerful realization.
Yeah, surely. That's very nice. Yeah. And yeah, it is said like exactly what you mean, Charlene. We can use change for the better, and even the negatives of the mind, because of this reason, they cannot stay forever. We are the ones who grab them and like bring them back. There was a nice example. Maybe you have heard about the snake charmers.
Yeah.
Like in sub Asian countries and all, no, South Asian countries, there's a lot of these people, and they catch snakes, which is not a good thing. And they make them dance, no, but actually they say it's the movement of the uh, instrument, and also usually the cobra and all, usually they go for movements, no, or the heat sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so because if you move something in front of them, they always try to focus on that. So anyhow, the thing is, this is just example. It is said these snakes, they don't, who volunteers like this, no, who likes to live in a box, right, and dance every time this human wants them to dance, no. So they always want to run away or escape. Run means like slide away, you know. And so, but the snake charmer, they always catch them and bring them and put them back. But the worst part is like their spines and all, they stretch to extend like yeah, it's bad, huh? Like it's not a good, it's a horrible thing. Their spines, how to say, expand in the sense like they cannot, they are become immobile after some time, and they are so then the snake charmer throws the snake and gets another new one, catches a new one. So this is the same scenario we are doing with our minds. If there are some negatives, if they can be called as snakes which bite, right, and have venom, we have from the tiniest of the little snakes to like giant anacondas in our boxes. And we take them out and we like let them dance, we feed them, we bathe them maybe, and put them back in the box just like the snake charm, and we really like to dance around with them. But these guys really hate it, no? Who likes to live in a box, right? And they always want to run away, but we are the ones who are catching them back and drawing them and putting them. So if you let them go and be in the wild where they should be, let them loose, let them go, we can have, we don't have, because these animals, okay, the snake charmer, they say they remove the teeth, but our ones, they don't, they have, they full, the toxins are fully intact, so they can bite you anytime, even 100 times you feed them, more stronger they get. So the best thing, if we can let them go, oh, that will be a big plus point. And the best thing I have seen over the time in myself and many others, because this is energy, Christine, Charlene, sorry. Uh, because of this energy, sorry. And this is not like a huge rock. We are asked to take a tiny nail and try to shatter it, right? This is energies. And the best thing, because of the worldly phenomena or the universal phenomena, nothing stays. Even the good, you have to bring it up again and again, no? I'll get to that and I'll finish it quickly. So,
makes sense. That makes total sense.
So the dark side also, it cannot stay. That's why as soon as you light a match, even the external darkness disappears, right? More powerful the power source is, more far the darkness goes for even longer time durations. So what we are trying to do with all these wholesome practices, what we are trying to do, we are trying to bring a way more stable and more solid source of like purity, cleansing in the minds, that will definitely enhance our physicality and everything, social backgrounds, work ethics, all these like things around us. And the best thing is like,
I was going to ask Sandra, how have you found meditation has helped you go through change?
Oh, a lot, like to accept change, to change myself, and to help other people also come out of difficult situations. And there are deep even practices, Charlene, very deep practices I'll get to that in a very short while. So these are called vipassana, insight meditations. Insight meditation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there are like levels you go. One is like we tend to like use a filtration, not like try to suppress anything. One is like filtration. So verbal conduct, physical conduct, we try to be more better than we were, or at least should I say this? No, how should I react without just suppressing them? Suppressing doesn't help. No, it becomes like a time bomb. No, over the time.
Yeah, it's like all the energy inside of you is just sitting there waiting to
Explore.
And I guess for me, it's like a volcano that just wants to erupt.
Yeah, surely should, and it will definitely erupt at some time. That's why you see on the news and all, they talk about some incident happening for a very small thing, a argument or a loaf of bread or something. It shows like, come on, you don't react to some small thing like this, but actually it had been brewing for a long time, maybe within these two people, and this small thing is the one that triggered it. Sometimes here also they say like, oh, there was this some bad incident because of a coconut or something, but no, when you go and trace the history, they had like lot of friction within those two families because for a long time, sometimes generations, and this was the trigger point. But it so looks so small, no? From outside. Why people do such thing for like a coconut, right? But no, it had been brewing up, and this was the trigger point. Even like some gas or something, like you just need a match to lit it, right? But the whole room was filled up with gas, maybe, right? Liquid petroleum, or if other kind of gas or something, no, gasoline or something. You just need a small spark, maybe, to ignite the whole thing, right? Make a bigger explosion.
You need something tiny, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So then the next stage is like the concentration meditation, because what brews inside is what is put out. It's like a kettle. So the good part is good. No, you boil herbs, you boil tea, you boil coffee. No, so that aroma, everything is very nice. It's sometimes very nice, but the awful side is the bad side. No, so it brews and you pitch out a word, pitch out action, maybe a small gesture, something. No, or push a chair, close a door, slam a door. No, or it can go bigger and bigger. Even it could be a child. No, and then so the next phrase will be like, there are specific meditations and all practices. These are practices actually, like we are pouring water onto a red hot piece of iron. It's the opposite effect. Then the deepest part what we were telling was like these vipassana practices or insight meditations. So if there's a pot of water and then it doesn't suddenly just start boiling, no, and putting steam out. There should be a reason. No, there should be a reason, right? Say we fill up a pot of water and keep it. Sometimes the pot also gets cool because the water is naturally cool, right? But there is a reason, because there's some external heat or some energy that comes into it and starts boiling. So likewise in our minds also, there are like deep-rooted causes, trauma, no, inner child issues. And in ancient times, they used to go deep and they used to classify it as greed, anger, and delusion. So the deepest meditation is to go into the depths of things. It's like deep diving, and you try to slowly remove the roots of things. And then it affects the next layer, like that, layer upon layer. And later, enlightenment and stages of enlightenment is like these people won't be affected anymore, even if things come from outside, because there's nothing to stir up or no more. So this is this is also all because there are like subtle practices. It's called udyabhya, like arising and passing.
Okay.
Yeah, arising and pass. You go to the subtle phenomena of physicality as well as mentality, but you have to make your mind very sharp and powerful. So then you go layer after layer. It's not imaginary or anything. You need the direct experiences, and there are specific methods to follow. And then what you see is you just see like the flux of like rising and passing of all phenomena. Then later what happens is you are asked to see just the passing away, the perishing. It's called bhanga, uh, perishing. Yeah, so then a deep realization comes to many people, and then there are like stages of how to say purification and cleansing, and even people can remove those deep rooted things from their mind itself.
I know I've done meditations like in the past to do something similar,
Uh-huh.
and I've actually cried in the middle of the meditation
Uh-huh.
afterwards, and it just felt in the moment it was very obviously deep, but
Uh-huh.
afterwards it was just a cleansing. It just felt so cleansing. It was like, as you said, it's got all the everything inside of you is just released.
Yeah, it happens.
It just feels and then I was something that I'd read somewhere. It was like hurt people. So that's why when you're talking about people triggered by something, if they've been hurt, it's their only way to like protect themselves because they've already been hurt. So it's very deep, and I feel meditation and the hypnosis is like this.
Sure.
The two tools are so amazing to help people go through like adapting through change and at the other side.
Surely, and people can reach from these techniques like any goal or any destination they want to seek, also, right?
Yeah.
Because people need and they want something or need something in their lives, no?
It's the tools, like to have those tools available is just, I mean, for my journey, I knew nothing of, the only reason I got into meditation was my neighbor was doing it. And then I thought I would try it. I'd never seen her do it. I just knew she was doing it. And mine was because of my nightmares. And I thought, I'll give it a try. And it was only after a couple of months that they literally had disappeared because I was having 4 a night. And I could not sleep because I was having them one after the other.
Oh, wow.
And that's what gave me the passion to, obviously, about meditation, and then about the brain and how it works and how energy works, and just and then understanding, like we're talking about with change. So when you understand how your brain can react to change and how some people react, or how you just go with the flow. So it's changing that perception too. So to see change is something that you can grow from and learn and change, as you said, from the inside to the out. So because everything on the outside is the result of everything on the inside. So the mirror effect.
Exactly.
So it's so powerful.
And Charlene, recently I met a young person, and this person had a lot of problems in this person's life. So this person was really like running. Then I asked, like, you are running now, right? And where would this end? And this person said, like, yes, this person was honest and said, yes, I'm running. Now, so then some ancient masters had said, like, if you carry a bag with some things that are stinky, and if it's always on your shoulder, wherever you go, this is exactly how they had said, wherever you go, it will be stinky, right? Even if you change your location, place, or anything, still if that bag is on your shoulder, it will be stinky. So likewise,
Makes sense.
So I get what you mean. Like exactly, we have to have the change within first, because some people they go on holiday. It's totally fine. They want to see new places, and they want. I want to change. I want to go on holiday, and that also doesn't end, no, because you cannot. There are so many places to visit. Even the same place you can visit again and again. But there could be so many things we missed out on our last journey, right? Then what is said is like, if he can cleanse you, it's totally fine visiting places, doing all that traveling and everything, but still you can be unhappy there. Your emotions can trigger. Say you're in the best place, like your best holiday, with the best people you like, but what if your emotions or triggers or trauma or something comes out? Then it can ruin everything for everybody, right? Especially yourself. But if he claims yes, sometimes we don't have to go so far even. We can fix. It's a easy fix also from here, right?
It's a lot easier, I guess, for me. I've found, like, even with people that I've coached, it's like when they know they've got that self-awareness and they're actually seeing when someone's actually, they've got that knowledge and self-awareness, then it makes it so much easier for them to work through change. Like, even one of my clients, like, he's gone through divorce, and I was like, and I've given him tools, and he's like, oh yeah, that actually makes, like, one was like simply he had a negative thought, and I said, well, how about we reverse it into something the other side, like to turn it into a positive. And he was like, oh, okay. So I made him say it every morning when he got up. That was his homework, and he said it just made such a difference to how he was seeing things. And even someone close to me, like, I'll say something and then they go, I never thought of it like that. Like, they see a totally different way. Yeah, it's just, but I mean, I was very much different, but mine was from trauma, so I know what mine was from. So it's when you know where the source is, then it can help you. But I had no one actually there to help me. I did mine all on my own. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And if people believe in future lives or past lives, Charlie, ancient masters were asked like, what happens after you die? No, is it the same person? Or like these were like very philosophical questions. And people in those days, they used to really dig into deep. Now we call ourselves very advanced and all, but those normal people in those normal times, they were very advanced, and they used to ask like not what you ate or what was on social media or something, not like that. Yeah, how many likes or no, how many, like how famous you are, how, like none of that. They were like really into this kind of what happens after death. Are we like from another place, or how did we come here, what is my reason of my life, what is the purpose of life? So some, it's very fascinating. They ask like what happens after death. So some ancient masters have said it's not the same person, yet it's not a different person. It's very nice, no, like it's not the same.
Something similar.
Ha. Okay.
Yeah, it's like, because I've heard it's still like your consciousness or who you are is still there. But then I've also heard like the reason you've come back now, or why you come back, is because in your past life you didn't learn what you had to learn, so you still had to come back and learn what you learn now.
Okay.
And it's just really, it's quite powerful when you, like, now I understand that as well. And my mum used to believe in reincarnation, which was, and she had a few things that were a bit spiritual as well now that I look back. So obviously I think she must have been very open-minded to be like that. So she never pushed it on me, but I obviously saw it. And yeah, I feel that, yeah, the same thing. Like, I've heard similar from like spiritual thought leaders, I guess you would call them, and they've said like you can do, like, when you do timeline therapy, you can go back to past lives, and it's like I did that myself, and that was like that was an eye opener. It was like some of the things that came up, and then I also read like a birthmark is something to do with you as well. So it's quite fascinating to have that there is that there's more afterwards. It's not just now. And yes, I'm very open to that, and I'm pleased you brought it up because I think it's fascinating.
Yeah. And another reason they said like because all like I saw Charlene recently, like they have found in the desert some ships which were like massive, and it was covered by bricks, and these are like a fleet of ships, no? And then from that some sandstorm had come and like really removed the sand, and then these ships, but actually they were covered with bricks just like the tombs of the pharaohs. And then like a 1 kilometer away they have found like a pharaoh's burial place with all the like the jewels and all these things, and even people also. So they don't know exactly whether they also ended their lives just to go with the pharaoh to the afterlife. But the thing is like everything is still intact, so nothing was taken to the afterlife, right? Yeah, so even the ships are still there, no? So the people's bodies, the skeletons, no, the remains are there, the mummified bodies are there, the jewelry, the weapons, everything is there. Even the food and the pets and everything are there, no. So in a way, like it says, like it's not the same person because nothing goes from here to there. Nothing goes in a way. That's why it's not the same person. So that's why the pharaohs and all left their stuff behind, not even their body, right? But there is like a domino effect that triggers something to happen, like you burn the piece of paper and then ash appears. So likewise, like the domino effect, this pushes the other. In some traditions they call it cause and effect. And then it brings up effect, but there is some responsibility here also, like karma, for example. So that's why it is said it's not a different person also. That's why things like karma, like one person's karma doesn't get mistaken and comes to the other person. It never happens like that, right? So there's no, even if this person is born in a different form or different life, it really finds them, no, really tracks them down. uh, People can escape from law or anything, but what they have done or the karmic factor really follows them, no. So and to finish wrap things up, Charlie, in a way that's why people try to seek even enlightenment, because in the worldly scenario nothing lasts forever. Even deep how to say advanced stages in the mind. So that's why people try to find something that is not made out of causes, like just like the table, no. The table decays because what it's made of decays, right? That's like our bodies, no. We eat food, water, breathe, our cells, bodies, but these also decay, right? That's why and then stay a structure like sand, cement, iron, concrete. The concrete is also made of different things, no. So then what though, because those things decay over the course of time, we can see a long impact of decay, which happens in the momentary also. So that's why it is said like people are seeking for like thousands of years how to escape this. So that's why they found enlightenment for that matter, which is not affected by any kind of cause and effect in the most subtlest of way of, if you take like physical phenomena or mental phenomena, nothing can impact that. So that's why and there is a stage like that where people can, so in a way that is the place like people really can live forever if that is what they want, have everything forever. But it's not a person or things going there or anything like that, but they can make their intentions and a proper change to what they really want to make it happen. Other places, because of change, everything changes. Okay.
Like as you make intentions your reality, that's the thing as well.
Exactly.
Like, so I understand what you mean by consciousness, because obviously for me I've gone through my own and I know I'm still going through it, and it's a powerful journey, and it's also very, like, every day I learn something new about myself.
Surely we all, right?
It's just like, but it's not like being on a roller coaster because that goes up and down. This is more like, I guess you could say you're climbing a hill, but you're just seeing but you're seeing all the trees around you. You're seeing all the birds around you. Like, you see all the beautiful things. Like, it's like a beautiful journey. That's the only way I would describe it.
Yeah, surely.
I mean, like, I have that feeling of like giving love and giving service to everybody. That's my goal now. That's my passion, and that's why I chose to do what I do now. And I feel I can have more of an impact helping people than what I was doing before. Even though what I was doing before was noble as well.
Yeah, surely.
This I feel is even more of. I read somewhere like your purpose is actually to keep growing. That's your purpose, to be here. Nothing else. It's your purpose is to just keep growing, and I feel that's quite empowering. But to know that, but it's beautiful. I love what you said.
Yeah. and we can enjoy the change, right? Enjoy the seasons, enjoy the flowers, enjoy the fruits, no, and enjoy like people's change, or even people's lives changing for the better, like exactly what you meant, no, and even ourselves, no, changing for the better uh, of oneself and the others also, no.
But no, Sanjay, it was it's been a wonderful. We've had a wonderful 40 minutes
Yeah,
together. So
exactly.
yeah, definitely looking forward to doing next week.
Sure, sure. If you want, please tell about your website and
Oh,
yeah, please
yeah.
share.
My website is charlenerobinmindset.com, and I'm also on the Empowered Mind, and it's under Charlene Robin on YouTube, and I've got videos and meditation music, and our session tonight will go up on there by the end of the week. And I also do hypnosis and sleep hypnosis on there, and also book reviews. So there's many different things, and I do actually do personalized hypnosis programs as well. So it's very much, and coaching as well. So there's lots of different programs I do. So if you're interested in getting in touch with me, just send a message to me on YouTube or on LinkedIn or yeah, they're my two main at the moment. So yeah, or Sanjay, like we do talk to each other. So if you'd like to be in touch with Sanjay and you want to be in touch with me, or vice versa, I can pass you on to Sanjay. So yeah, we're very much working together.
Sure, sure. Yeah. Okay.
And I do have a little thing that we're working on, but as soon as it comes through, I'll be happy to share it with everybody next week. That's my plan. We're working on it with two other coaches as well. So I'm hoping that to share some exciting news with everybody next week as well.
Okay. So nice. Okay, then.
Should
No.
we say good night?
Yeah, no. So good night to everybody. Thank you so much, Charlene.
Good night, everybody.